to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make shepherd's pie, and this is really a great dish. It's not hard to make. I remember eating something like this when I was in elementary school, and of course nobody else liked it but me, but I don't care, so I ate mine and everybody else's. Anyhow, until Sharon got here, I had a little difficulty getting my my new vest that has Lawyer in the Kitchen on that my daughter Kelsey made for me, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm also going to use this. So the question is this from the 19th century, early modern, or is this, where did this come from, Mrs. Brooks?
I believe that came from your mother.
It's great. I'm going to use it today. And because it's a little bit bigger, I'm going to use a little more meat than I normally would and a little more potatoes. But this is a great dish. In fact, I already made it once in here. It was really, really good. This is sirloin, and it's so it's lean, not very fatty. We don't want a lot of fat in this. And we're going to have the only real vegetable in here is the onions for flavoring and for spices and herbs. We've got garlic, about 6 cloves. We have thyme, and that's about a teaspoon of rosemary chopped up, and about a tablespoon of parsley, tomato paste, of course, salt and pepper, and now, also in the meat is about a cup of beef broth, which I made from a base, so it's got a little bit more salt in it, so you don't have to add quite as much salt if you use a beef base. If you use a low-sodium beef broth, then, obviously you can just add more salt. And we're going to add some red wine, about a cup and a half. And then finally, I've got about 7 cups of russet potatoes cut up, ready to go. In there, I'm going to put some Parmesan, about a half a cup, about a half a stick of butter, and about 4 ounces of cream cheese, a little bit of heavy whipping cream. We want to make these a little bit stiffer than regular mashed potatoes. We want them runny because we want them to sit on there and coat this thing and be firm. A little oil in the pan. Turn on our burner. Get this going, not too high. And onions. We'll sweat these down about 5 minutes. All right, that's getting a little bit too high. We don't really want to caramelize them. And we want to get this broken up completely. So let it brown some. We'll come back and we'll hit it again. So now we've got the beef all browned and nicely broken up. And it's time to put in our herbs. Here comes the thyme, rosemary, parsley, and the cayenne. We'll start mixing that up. Get that incorporated. All right, next is the Worcestershire and the garlic. And we don't want to do more than a minute on that garlic without having some more moisture in there, because the garlic will get bitter. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. So about a cup of wine. And we'll see where we are on this beef broth. Put about half of it in first. Ooh. That was almost...
Hey, that's what your apron is for.
That's what it is for. All right. Time to put the vegetables in. Like I said, this will water it down a little bit once they melt with the ice. I think that is it. We're going to set this aside and we're going to finish off the potatoes. We got our potatoes nicely boiled. Now, I didn't boil these to death. We want this to be a little on the stiff side, so they are. They're not like falling apart, and that's good. We wanted to get all the water out we could. And then we're going to add some flavor to them. So there goes a half a stick of butter. And then we're going to put 4 ounces of cream cheese in there. About a quarter to a half a cup of Parmesan. I'm going to mix this nicely. I like to do this by hand, and I would not use a blender on this. All right. Oh, look at that. Does that look good or not? The gravy in there is nice and thick. I think I made plenty here. Now, if this holds together when we pull it out and cut it apart a little bit, that'd be great. All right, this is pretty smooth. Now, if you use the same spatula, clean it off because you want these potatoes to be nice and white on here. Although they are going to get a little paprika on them, and we are going to brown them a little bit. Oh, we definitely got enough here.
We're like double trademarking here because it's on your apron and it's on this.
There we go. By the way, we have the trademark.
We'll see.
Nice. A little bit of paprika. And that is enough right there. All right, into the oven. This has rested for 15 minutes, and I can't wait to see how this comes out. You know, this could be a mess. I mean, honestly, you never know if it's going to hold together, you know, if the potatoes are good, you know, if the beef is going to hold. But we're going to try right here in the middle. And it's like a piece of pie. Well, it is pie. It's shepherd's pie. You know, it may not come out, but we're going to try it. We got a little bit of this right here. The second piece hopefully will come out a little bit better, but I think that's going to be pretty good. All right, let's try this. Well, we have to get a good bite here. You know, you can taste all the herbs. The vegetables are good. Let's try the potatoes here. The potatoes are buttery. You get a little bit of that Parmesan cheese. A little crispness on the top. I'm happy with this. This is great.
Ooh, I really like that. I have shepherd's pie a lot with it. This tastes different, like a good different.
When I think of shepherd's pie, I think of like the frozen ones that you put in the microwave that are like gooey.
Yeah, this is not that.
Yeah.
This is not that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love for you to like it, and I'd love for you to subscribe. I'll see you next time on Lawyer in the Kitchen.